maybe everybody wants to just get 40% of the money out of your wallet and give it to Max one on the way out.
There's no money, remember?
Does anybody else have any questions? There's one.
Just on this status thing type thing, is that, well, it looks like we all got lost also. Like these guys, they say they lost their journey. Well, we're born into this weird stuff anyways. So my question is basically, how are you guys getting back? I know it's having a hard time, but you said once you're status Indian, you're no longer part of the land. But can you actually come back to part of the land and claim it back? And just as we're trying to do now, exactly what we're trying to do. I guess we're trying to be natives of the land also, to be one. And so how do you get, let's say, your people to be one, or to wake them up, or...
I can't do that because I'm not my brother's keeper, but for the most part, for those that are awake in their spiritual walk, they will be there. But it's not for me to tell them or to teach them, because it's them that come to us. It could be different people from different walks. Like I've dealt with my relative over here. I didn't know that Burke could speak, right? We call him, but to us and the Okanagan people, he has a tribal name with the tribe taken in and sacred to us. His name is Quiliquin. So just to us, which means we're speaking to a brother in a living force with the breath residing in. So you have a proper captain in the ship, somebody that can reason, somebody that has a sound mind see.
So theoretically, the Queen would like us all to be allies, right?
She wants the money.
Well, the Treasury loves that.
So this is the goal, I guess, right?
And the issue related to being lost from the land, I really never got lost, not ever since I was a little boy. The name on the birth certificate, Marlon Bradford Watts, was given by the Anglican Church, and no disrespect to the churches in any way, shape, or form. That was part of the process in this life journey that I have, because I have nothing negative to say about the church in any way, shape, or form, although certain people have had certain impacts in relation to issues related to abuse of Indians or Native Indians or what you want to call them in your mind. But for me, I'm Max one of Wupstachan, which means white deer of the Kilauea clan. So when we were born then, the church then said, well, I think we should baptize you, get rid of that heathen name called Max one, and therefore we're going to give you a good Christian name now, Marlon Bradford Watts, which ended up being a trust. And I have a letter that I found from the tribe in 1836 identifying Indian Affairs sitting at a table with the Anglican Church saying, please put the trust of the Indians, known as the Indians of King Coleth Indian Band, in our hands. So they're asking Indian Affairs for that. So for the most part, if you want to check that out, if you were baptized in any faith of Christianity, there's about 365 of them or so around the world, you're then deemed to be then still bonded through that as well, through that baptismal certificate, not just the birth certificate, and then they'll deem you of not being of sound mind see as well, because you are then deemed to be property then of the Catholic Church or whomever. But I'm not saying that on a negative light. I'm just saying that from a perspective of the fact that that's the way things unfolded, and as we became more awakened in who we are, and I took me 3 years to speak this language that I'm speaking today, and whenever I translate things, and I tend to do that even now, when I'm speaking this language, it comes out backwards when I'm translating from my language. So I finally realized then that on all the plane of the world that the English language is not regarded as sovereign, and I believe that a lot of you know that. So therefore, not one piece of contract in the Ingle or the Angle is regarded as valid. And that's why the two meetings of in the interpretations of the Bar Act identifies the meeting of two attorneys for the purpose of committing fraud. And it's not hidden, right? We're just saying we're going to do it to you, and we just want to see if you're going to figure it out, right? So really, we don't have anybody else to blame, and it's really not a blame game. It's just say, wake up a little bit.
No, I have something else to say.
Else to say?
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I just wanted to backtrack a little bit with on the sovereign people who are already here. It's kind of interesting. I actually got invited to go down to see Chief Kanikanit in Regina. He actually asked myself and Karen McDonald, my partner, because we have the clinic in the Quantum Medical Clinic in Saskatoon. He wanted to see what we're about and was quite interested in that. But he relayed a story to me about, I guess, his time when he got put into jail on bogus charges. But while he was in there, he actually got a phone call from the lieutenant colonel of the Marines in the U.S. and he wanted to find out what was going on, because Chief Kanikanit's a 7th-generational hereditary chief, and this blew me away. Now I realize what had happened. I guess the colonel was finding out, well, what's going on, why are you there, blah, blah, blah. And got the whole story and says, well, I guess I'll have to take care of this. And so the lieutenant colonel actually phoned the government parties, I guess, that were holding Chief Kanikanit, and basically told them that they have 7 days to release the chief, or we'll be there in full force and actually will be taking out the government officials that are holding him. I mean, taking out we're going to kill them. Okay, and I thought, God, is this a story or what? But I guess this is true. Now I understand from discussion here what the impact. It was an international incident that required them to take care of this individual. So that's quite true. Anyway, I just wanted to add that there.
Okay.